shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like
What's going on, fight fans? It's another great day when you love MMA. Welcome back to Matty Fight Talk. So Bellator 283, that'll be going down July 22nd at the Emerald Queen Casino in Tacoma, Washington. Now, this will be the first time Bellator makes their way to the state of Washington to put on fights for us great fight fans. And for this event, I will be heading that way. I'm down here in Vancouver, so I'm going right up to Tacoma. We're definitely going to be checking these fights out. And they got an action-packed fight card. Very excited, especially for the main event, which is going to be between Douglas Lima, number 3, and number 4, Jason Jackson. Now, this fight card, like I said, it's very stacked. There's 3 fights on this fight card that are going to be between undefeated fighters who have undefeated records. That's very interesting, and I love that as a fight fan. I mean, these guys are putting it on the line, trying to level up. 6 total fights containing a fighter that has an unbeaten record. So 3 of those 6 fights are between 2 dudes who have never lost, and 6 total fights has an undefeated fighter fighting on that. To me, that might not be a big deal to you guys, but I think that's pretty dope to have that many guys who are unbeaten on a fight card. It speaks a lot. Now, the co-main event for this fight card is going to be Sydney Outlaw taking on, I don't want to butcher this guy's name, but Tafik Musayev. Sydney Outlaw is a badass. I can't wait to see this fight. It's going to be a lightweight. Also on the main card, you got Usman Nurmagomedov, 14-0 versus Chris Gonzalez, who's 7-1. Very excited for that fight as well. Lorenz Larkin will be taking on Muhammad Berkamov. I don't know if I'm saying this guy's name right, but those guys are going to be duking it out. That's another undefeated fighter. That's on the fight card. Then you got Davion Franklin taking on Marcelo Golm. This is just an action-packed fight card, man. I can't ask for any more. That's the main card, by the way. Prelims, we got a bunch of bangers on the prelims. Shout out to Kai Kamaka and Bobby King coming up from Hawaii to fight on this fight card. Always got to shout out the Island Boys. That's how we roll. And I don't mean like, I'm just an island boy. I mean, like, these dudes are from Hawaii, and I fuck with Hawaii fighters, being from the Big Island myself. So always showing love to those guys. Now, the main event is the one that we got to look at the most here. Between number 3, Douglas Lima, and number 4, Jason Jackson. Both of these guys have a shit ton of experience. Very impressive fighters who have taken on high-level competition. Douglas Lima, 32-10, 14 knockouts, 11 submissions. You might know him as being the only guy to knock out Michael Venom Page, MVP, the elusive one. Yeah, well, he got slept when he fought Douglas Lima. Jason Jackson, 15-4. He has 4 KOs and 3 submissions. Now, the interesting thing about both of these guys is that they can both finish the fight on the feet or on the ground. Now, granted, Douglas Lima has done a little bit more of both finishing KOs and finishing submissions, but he also has a bigger record and has had more fights than Jason Jackson has. Both dudes are 6'1". Both dudes are going to be fighting at 170. Now, Douglas Lima is 2-3 in his last 5 fights. His last fight, he lost a split decision to MVP at Bellator 267. It's a tough fight, man. MVP bounced back from getting knocked out, and they put on a show. It was a really impressive fight. Now, Jason Jackson, he's on a 5-fight win streak. He's riding high. This dude has been putting in work. He last defeated Paul Daly at Bellator 260. So it's been a little bit since he's fought. But still, I'm excited to watch this guy get back in the ring. Now, the interesting thing for both of these fighters is they both have title experience. Like, Douglas Lima has been in 11 title fights. Not all of them victories, obviously, but he's had 11 title fights. So the experience is there. And the same with Jason Jackson. Now, for Jason Jackson, he's had 3 title fights, right? But he's won a belt in 3 different organizations in those title fights for the VFC, Titan FC, and the LFA. So Jason Jackson not only has experience in title fights, he has experience winning these championship fights. Now, I will say Douglas Lima has taken on the top brass of Bellator and the MMA world. He's fought guys like MVP twice. Not an easy fight for anybody. Rory McDonald twice. Yaroslav Amosov and Gegard Mousasi, and the list goes on. This guy has an extensive record. Not all of those were victories, but they were tough opponents, very game opponents. Jason Jackson has fought guys like Benson Henderson, Neiman Gracie, Paul Daly, Jordan Mean. Both of these dudes have a lot of experience under their belt. They're both really good at striking. They're both really good on the ground. This is actually a very evenly matched fight for me. I'm very curious to see who's going to implement what game plan going into this matchup. And being there live, You know, I might try and get on there with the live and show you guys what's going on. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on who's winning and how the fights are going. But as far as this fight goes, my prediction, I'm leaning towards Jason Jackson in this fight because I feel like he's on a 5-fight win streak. The dude does damage when he fights. They both fought tough dudes, but I feel like Douglas Lima's been in a little bit more wars. So I feel like he's got a little bit more rust on the body, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like he's taken more damage in his fights. He's been through tougher fights. I don't want to say tougher fights, but he's definitely, you know, he has damage. You can't fight forever. So I'm taking Jason Jackson winning this fight. I think that Douglas Lima's going to come out and try and bang with him, and it might be a fireworks fight from the very beginning, but I do think ultimately that if Jackson gets this fight to the ground, you know, he could probably ground and pound and get the TKO in this fight. I don't know how this fight's going to play out, man. These guys are so evenly matched, and both of them are very well-rounded. It's hard for me to pick in this fight. I like Douglas Lima, but something's just telling me that Jason Jackson's going to win. So that's who I'm going for in this fight. And like I said, I'll be there live. I'll keep you guys posted. Don't forget to check out my TikTok at Matty808, where I give you guys fight predictions and other MMA news as well. But yeah, hit me in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this fight card. Who do you guys have winning? And do you guys love when undefeated fighters are putting their undefeated records on the line? Because that is something I love to watch. In my eyes, I feel like those kind of guys always bring it a little bit harder. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, don't forget, Bellator 283, July 22nd. It's going down. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Haters talking shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an